So, let's see, we should be online real quick. Oh, there we are. So, just make the announcement. Okay, so that's done. We shouldn't get any more notifications either. We're going to stream a little bit, I think for 2, maybe 3 hours today. Not quite as long as last time. So let's jump straight into it and continue the game. So what we really need to do right now is get one more level up so that we can finally equip a better weapon. And yeah, that means going back up here again. So we can actually take Duras with us. It's strange.
We're a team.
Normally you can take him with you. I think that's a bug. Never had that before. Let's see, Lord Observers. Where does we have to go to? Let's see. We're just doing a couple more missions so that we can gain more experience and more shards. Don't think we have that much of a shard problem right now, 1500. So that we can actually buy ourselves the weapons and everything that we need. Geronimo! Alright, those 2 mutants down there, they're going to kill us rather quickly indeed, so we're not going to tangle with them. Those are Reapers, yeah. Shouldn't mess with them either. Let's just go straight to the objective. Let's see if we can maybe explore some of the world in the meantime. Some chems. And let's see. Should be fairly close already. Yep, you're right in front of me. That's a world hub, by the way, in case you haven't seen one yet. That's that.
Who are you? What are you doing here? No one's allowed round the world, Hart.
I'm no threat.
So you say. What brings you all the way out here?
Are you responsible for the world, Hart, here?
That's what you care about? The world, Hart? What about the Minson with it? If we wither, it does too. Goliev should care as much about us as they care about that plant. But yes, what are we next to a world, Hart? Ants in history. Here we are standing by the future of Magellan, the very thing given to us in Magellan's hour of need. Maybe that's what Bourne meant. He told me being a cultivator was about learning who you are. Out here, isolated with this thing to care about, I've certainly gained perspective.
Tell me, What do you know about Ascor's murder?
Nothing really. I don't hear much from Goliath out here.
So, you were here when he was killed?
Probably. I haven't been anywhere else in months. I only go back for supplies or to transport seedlings. When was Ascor killed?
3 months ago, around Mana's Eve.
Oh, then I was back in Goliath sometime around then. I've lost track, to be honest, but whenever it was, I didn't see anything.
How well do you know him?
Not at all.
Let's
I mean, I knew of him. People talked about him. But I don't think I ever said more than hello to him, and he ignored me. He didn't really have time for cultivators. But,
What a dick.
you know, people can be like that. Some value our work, others think they're superior somehow.
Do you know where they...
I'm guessing somewhere in the forest, or why ask me, right?
Did you hear anything else about Ascor?
Well, I'm wondering why you're not asking me about the seedling that disappeared the same night Ascor was murdered. No one seems to be asking about it. And from
It's
what
an
I
interesting
heard,
fact, isn't it?
it wasn't just a seedling. It was one close to maturity. I heard it was being sent to a cultivator in the hope it could go on to Tavar or somewhere as a new world heart. But it never arrived.
Do you carry a sword?
Of course. It's dangerous out here.
Oh, I
You
love
work
those
here on your
dialogues.
own?
Most of the time. That's part of the punishment. It didn't used to be as lonely. They'd send patrols out to check on us. But since the Albs started attacking, we've been left on our own out here. Yeah, I guess we're not a priority.
I don't think you killed Ascor.
Me?
Nice.
Of course I didn't.
You really don't think you have a motive?
You mean the seedling he had? I'm a cultivator. I look after a world heart. I want to know what happened to the seedling he had. Why aren't you investigating where it went?
You're out here with a sword, and no witnesses.
If I tried to attack a warrior with a sword, chances are you'd be planting me in the ground.
How sick...
You mean with the Albs scouting out Goliath? They don't seem to register it. The World Heart mustn't be their mission. Or they don't know about it. They'd kill me fast enough, though. That is, if the animals didn't get me first. Or I don't eat the wrong thing and get poisoned. Still, all in a day's work.
Anything you want me to report to Ragnar?
Yeah. Can you tell him about the World Heart? That it's okay? He should know we're still working, even though the patrols aren't coming to check. But if you're offering to help, there is one thing. I've not had any supplies from Goliath.
Yeah, that's the mission.
Can you get them to send someone with my food supplies?
I will ask.
Thank you. Cinda is probably the best person to ask. She's fierce. I mean, ball-shriveling fierce. But gets things done. I'm not asking for anything special. Just the usual supply run. Or just, well, anything, to be honest. We're hungry out here.
I'll see.
Please, just don't forget.
I'll
I
try.
can't farm, fight, and bring in supplies. Listen, Goliath aside, there's a plant. The cultivator's loaf. If we could collect some of that, it would help us. It grows everywhere, but we've just not had time to collect them. 4 dozen should be enough.
4 dozen.
4 dozen.
Yes. Hopefully that would last us until we get another supply run. Say, let's round it up. Can you bring me 50? Would save you a trip to Goliath.
Where do you...
Directly from Goliath.
Yep.
Normally. Sometimes we'll get something from passing hunters, but you can't rely on that.
Why have the deliveries come to a halt?
The Alb attacks. The warlords have put all the warriors on defense and cut down on the supply runs.
Which is absolutely
We're supposed
stupid.
to be self-sufficient out here, but with more Alb attacks and more creatures, we don't have time to grow, forage, or hunt anymore.
Why plant the world heart?
You don't understand much about our ways, do you?
So tell me.
We're changing the world with them.
Oh yeah.
Wherever you plant a world heart, it extracts the Elex from the ground, pulls the poison out of the soil. It makes the soil come back to life. Lets Magellan's nature return to it. So whenever we plant a world heart, life follows. The more we plant, the more of Magellan is restored. We have to plant them in places like this because it's where they make a difference. All this around us, is because of the World Heart.
So where do the World Hearts come from?
I don't know. They found the first ones, the first berserkers. They realized what it could do, that it fed on Elex rather than dying from it, so they started cultivating it. Well,
Yeah, the
we're
farmers.
We grow the crops for Goliath, and we tend to the seedlings and the World Hearts. The warriors act like they're the big guys, but really, they're here to protect us.
That's the way it should be.
Warriors might get the glory, but it's us cultivators who are changing the world.
How long it?
Oh, I didn't want to do it.
This was
This
silly.
was a sentence. I got sent here as punishment 5 years ago.
Punished? And you say you enjoy doing this?
Yeah, masochist, aren't I? Beer, women, and fights were all that used to matter. Now, I get a kick from seeing just a few seedlings a season make it all the way to mature. I can take pride from that.
What?
They don't come here. They bypass it, keeping their distance. You'd think they'd come straight for it, huh? It's eating Elex, and they sort of want all the Elex, don't they? Maybe they don't like the mana. The mutants here love it, but when they eat it, it makes them sick. Maybe the Albs can sense that, and they want to stay healthy.
Okay, now we got that done. Okay, we should go back to Ragnar, and I think it's going to give us some extra experience as well. Which is really going to help our cause to level up and get better weapons so we can continue with the other stuff.
I brought your...
Yes?
I visited the...
The horse. Stronghold of our old enemy. So, tell me about their strength.
They're prepared, well-disciplined, and they're developing new weaponry. They are short on manpower.
I had heard they were recruiting. How are their forces distributed?
Their attention is focused largely on the Alps, but they haven't forgotten the other factions. I think their main concern is being attacked if they decide to take on the Alps.
At least they seem to have recognized who their real enemy is. Thank you for your report. Nor should you.
Then you will...
You will get paid for...
You could...
A man should know his best.
Yeah, I'm just
no
clicking
one
over
will
that.
cheat you here. My wife. You must do more. Earn those...
Yeah, that's that. So, now we have that. Let's see what else we have. I actually remember that I was able to trade that down. And I didn't really get the mission that I wanted to get. That's strange. Well, anyway, let's go to the lady with the food supplies, and let's ramp that up. I also remember that I was actually able to trade down the cultivator load thing not to 50 but to 10, which is already more than difficult enough to find.
I spoke to...
Oh, great, thank you. Someone who is prepared to do something. When will...
They won't. The men Engram sent to the valley are dead.
And is he going to send more? No, wait. Let me guess. We don't have warriors to spare chasing farmers. How does he expect me to get supplies if he can't? He's got a host of warriors he can assign. I'm one person behind a counter.
That's true.
Is Engram the only...
He's in charge of the Ison clan, and the Ison clan are in charge of escorting my supplies. But you're right. Maybe it's time to speak to one of the other clans. If the Ison clan won't help, one of the others will have to. Would you speak to Ragnar, warlord of the Hooded Crows, or Cormag of the Hammer clan? I have to hope that one of them can understand why this is so important.
Yeah.
Eardor,
Eardor, the cultivator?
Yep.
Yes, I suppose he's not had any supplies for a while, but he will have to wait. He can forage in the forest. The people here can't.
I promised I'd get him supplies.
I'm not responsible for your promises. I have a whole town to feed.
If you don't help him, he will die.
Then he's not much of a cultivator, is he? Everybody's
Oh, he might
up
have some
against
different
it.
problems, right?
Everybody needs supplies. Everything I've got here has already been assigned. Except for a load of bread I had to throw out because no one picked it up from the baker until it was too late. I mean, what use is moldy bread? For the want of a few men, we waste resources that we're already short of.
Is Mul...
For now, I'll get someone out there with better supplies when I can. But honestly, I can set up 4 other supply runs to other people in the time I can get someone to him. Until all this is sorted out, I've got to put my supplies where they'll do the most good.
It sounds like...
No guards for escorting the supplies here or to distribute them afterwards. Outlaws and clerics stealing some of what we do, Sam.
Yes, it's not just you. I had my armor stolen by an outlaw.
Yep.
Outlaws. The one thing you can trust them to do is to steal things.
And do you know where they take the things they've stolen?
Well, if they're true outlaws, there is only one place they'll take them. Straight to Tavar and
Share
get a
them.
share of the profit.
Interesting to know.
So let's see, how are we looking right now?
Stop messing around with that technology, will you?
And we're rather close. So let's see. We're going to take out bread first, because it's you get less when you do it like that. There's some arrows there. You can really need arrows, are usually in short supply in this game.
You should put that away. Technology will get you into trouble.
It appears to me though that the game became a little bit more buggy with the recent update.
Further problems? Warlords discuss this. The Ison clan promised to see to the delivery.
The Ison clan are refusing to help.
Yep.
And you should speak to Angram. He guaranteed the supplies. You can't persuade him, then try Cormac. He agreed to cover any problems that Angram could not.
Well, so much for that. There he is.
Cinda needs your help.
More trouble with the supplies? What can I do to help?
She needs people to collect the food deliveries.
I thought Angram had sent men to do that.
The men he sent are dead. They were attacked by a troll.
And more will die if our men aren't fed.
Yep.
Still, if Angram is worried about sending men, then there must be a real danger. I will send men to help Cindy. But if they're to go out there, then I want to improve their odds of survival. We recently captured some movement detectors from the clerics. They're being stored in the pit, ready for the Elex to be taken out of them. Get me one of those movement detectors, and I will give Cinda the help she wants.
Isn't taking technology from the pit against the law?
Sometimes, laws must be broken for problems to be fixed. Get me that detector, and I will help Cinda. Those are my terms.
I know
So he told you why he was making...
Orin has barred the Hammer clan from the tavern.
Yep.
And the only thing that starts men complaining faster than an empty stomach is an empty flagon.
That's true.
You seem to have a gift for getting people to talk. I want you to use that gift and find a way to persuade Orin to lift his ban. I will see what Angram knows about this. If the Ison clan are allowed into that tavern, then the Hammer clan must be too. It's not for me to encourage the use of technology. but you could use those jump jets of yours to go over the wall and drop down. You'll have to scout it out to find the... That would be a safer and more acceptable route than harming the government. I'm sure someone as resourceful as you can figure some...
Yeah, the only problem is you have to figure out where the pit is. And Duros still doesn't talk. Oh.
I bet Eudor didn't have time to commit a murder. He's tending... Besides, he's just too weak to have killed Asgore in the way you described.
True.
Yes, I agree. I don't think Eudor was capable of this. You're making good progress.
Ah, now I can do it, okay.
Then you have it.
Nice!
Keep up with me? I mean, I use a jetpack sometimes.
Sometimes.
I know. I have one that I haven't taken to the pit yet.
Can you use it, though? You are a berserker.
Yeah, sometimes rules can be bent. I'll deal with any trouble.
Then let's go. There's an abandoned camp in some ruins to the west of Goliath. You can meet me there.
You lead, I'll follow. Don't forget, Ragnar still wants an answer to Asgore's murder. The Berserkers have held the Alps back with bravery and magic. This fight will call upon those Sure.
Nice, now I can have Duros with me finally. And I think the pit was... I can't exactly remember. I think somewhere over here. Let me check. So the pit is not down there, I think. Nope. It has to be over here. I think that's where it's at, because that's where I throw it down. Yep, that's the pit. Okay, there's also my drone down there, so... worthwhile. Where's my drone? Ah, there it is.
You four. What are you doing here? You were supposed to have remained with me. Why did you leave the crash site?
Survival Protocol 7. Commander presumed dead. U4 unit attempted return to repair station.
But instead, you're lucky you haven't been dismantled for your Elex.
Yep.
Are you able to come with me?
System error. Failure of... System error.
Oh, what a shame.
Identify system error.
Analyzing. Minor damage to primary systems. Defense system and weapons are offline. Primary control system impaired.
Can you repair yourself?
Analyzing. Negative. No repair possible at this location.
Yeah, that would be too easy.
Yeah.
Step.
Primary goal. Locate and secure Thorold, highest leader of the Berserkers, known as the Pilgrim. Mission status, failed. Secondary goal. Secure data describing transmutation process of pure Elex into mana. Mission status, failed. Tertiary goal. Scout Edan for weaknesses in the Berserker defenses. Mission status, failed.
What a shame.
Well, that was a success, huh?
Negative. Commanding unit status, privileges revoked. Execution ordered as a result of mission failure.
What do you need to... This location is...
Identifying. Nearest automated repair station is in North Abessa.
Then go. But you four, you are not to report on my status. If asked about me, state that I died in the crash. I will meet you at the repair station in Abessa.
Nice. Let's check. We have some more stuff down here to salvage. Old car. I think that's it. this mission, then let's see if we can actually get a better weapon. That won't help us too much, I think.
I have
Excellent work. Now my men stand. Tell Cinder she can count on the support of the Hammer Clan.
Nice.
I will tell the men to be ready.
That's really the most important thing that you can do in the beginning of the game, just do those missions. And then it will be all fine, normally. Biggest issue later in the game is that you don't have the money to buy all this stuff, and we will see that very soon, especially when you join a faction. Because all the equipment that you get is faction-specific equipment is rather expensive. It's not easy to get that done.
the hammer.
They will?
Nice, 800 more
Convince
experience.
Cormac to help?
Yes.
Oh, you don't know what a relief that is. I was going crazy here. The least I can do is offer you some Elexit as thanks for your help.
Give me what you think is fair.
Well, the Ison clan were due 2 payments. I guess they won't be claiming them now. There
Nice.
was 250 for the first, the same again for the second, so you get 500 Elexit. Look around.
So I don't think she has a good weapon or anything like that, but I think she does have cultivator gloves there. Not sure if she restocks on that stuff though, so we have to check that out. And let's see, what else do we have? In terms of weapons, we're still kind of short on that one, because we definitely won't go up to 33 and 23 there. So the first thing I want to check out is if I can actually get a two-handed sword, because that's where what I want to go for, and we will start with a berserker sword first, simply because that's all we get right now. I wonder why they're not selling the two-handed sword of the other guys over here. So that's the one. Okay, they definitely won't be able to get that. But a horn sword is within the realm of possibilities. Let's see if we can actually go directly for the lyrics one. At the cathedral. Whereas the cleric one is a little bit stronger. So let's see what it takes. It's either the Regent sword or the Acolyte sword. Let's go with this one. I think 30-30 should be possible now. No, maybe not. Nope.
I want to trim.
Dexterity and strength, okay. Nice.
I want.
This will now leave us with a much better weapon. Yeah, look at that. And the headshot is pretty much useless. It gives us the same strength, but requires much, much higher abilities, so that's good. So we can also sell some stuff again, and headshot, rusty axe, go on with it. Let's see if we can get some better armor as well, and then we will try to do that one mission again. Let's go with that. Minor helmet. I think you can already see. I personally like the armor of the I didn't look at that. Oops. 25 Constitution. Yeah, we're not going to get that anytime soon, but we do have to level up Constitution anyway, so why not go for it. Oh, someone remind me to check that again next time. I only have the worker armor right now, and this gives me 4 more armor. But as you can see, that's the problem with the clerics in general, that all their stuff is a little bit better than what the berserkers have, but you also need more attributes to get your hands on it. Yeah, so we'll just leave it at that and sell the drone control. See if we got any other equipment here. Yeah, I usually don't use those chems. So we really don't have that much stuff, do we? Soft toilet paper, 200 cigarettes, that's worth selling. Yeah, and only 4 arrows, oh boy. It's not going to be easy. At last we have a better weapon, so let's see if we can actually get this mission done this time.
Well, there's still fight left in the place.
That's... yes. Look. Nope. And...
We already went through that.
We're not.
just like that? No chance. I'll get you.
Nope. Weak, still can't kill that guy, and I don't exactly know what to do here. Because the only thing I could imagine would be try melee weapons up. Which we could. And I think we will, because it's the only thing that we can really do right now. Let's go back to here and let's do some of the other missions. The main thing, joining the clerics is really not easy, all the guys you have to kill.
Teach.
And this leaves us at quite a good stance, I think. Yeah, increased damage. I wonder about one thing though. Normally they showed you how much it increased. It was usually like 10% or something like that. They show that to you when you're
technology
here.
is forbidden by law here.
Oh, they're not showing that anymore. That's strange. They added all those weird tutorial missions. Well, they're not showing how much damage you increase with that stuff. Oh, never mind. Really like the swords that they have there. Still waiting to get the big one. They also have a two-handed one. Every faction has a two-handed weapon. And I'm not sure if it's in their case it was the Hammer of Kalam, but they should have a sword as well, I think. Yeah, we could try this one though. I remember doing that rather early indeed in the game. It was a struggle, but he's not quite as strong as that outlaw guy. It's pretty much the equivalent mission for the berserkers. But it's again not quite as difficult as with the clerics. I definitely didn't have a weapon this good. There's Bertram. I think Bertram actually, I think he has a berserker weapon. Yeah, he has the berserker one.
What have we here? Welcome to the Berserkers. You want to make it all the way to the top? You must observe our sacred traditions. Most sacred of all, Never have an empty glass. Tell me, what brings you here?
The Hammer Clan sent me.
Ah, that's a shame. Bar's just closed.
Then open it. You're going to serve the Hammer Clan from now on.
Am I? Strange. Here was me thinking I decided who gets served. And I don't have any reasons why I should change my mind.
Yeah, you don't have suggestion.
Serve them, or I'll kill you.
Straight to the threats, eh? You think a tavern keeper doesn't get talk like that every day? All right, hard man. Let's see you outside, in front of the tavern.
You really messed up there.
I feel innocent.
So, then...
Ah. Stuff's dangerous.
That could have gone better. Oh, you little shit! Tougher than you look, aren't you?
So, are you going to serve the Hammer Clan again?
Yeah. They'll get served.
I hope
Speak
so.
to Angram, all right?
What does Angram have to do with it?
He told me not to serve the Hammer Clan.
Oh.
I think he was hoping some of them would, you know, shift over to the Eisen Clan.
I think Cormac should know about that.
I think that's got nothing to do with me. I'm just a tavern keeper.
Oh yeah. Nearly killed me, dude. I mean, the good thing about this guy is he's actually not going to kill you. So that's that. But he's going to whip your ass and take your stuff. Oh, interesting.
Sure, I had a ringside seat here. Wood, blam, serves the bastard right. Flying around up there, raiding shit on other people. Got some of his own shit back from someone, didn't he?
And did you see who shot?
No, someone went boom on the thing down the cliff. Whatever happened, happened quick. Goes to show relying on technology is pure madness.
He does have a point.
Nobody would get me into one of those infernal machines at any rate. Machine. You see what comes of them when it crashes out of the sky.
Orin is lit.
Well, aren't you the smooth-skinned charmer?
Oh, I
How
am.
did you get him to lift that?
Well, I'm very persuasive.
I'll bet. But however you did it, I'm thankful. Here, take this. A small token of thanks from the Hammer Clan.
So now we got that sorted out.
Technology must be consigned to the pad.
Let's finish up that mission. How are we doing on XP right now? Oh, we're already very close to getting back to level 7.
The trouble between Elder...
So, Elder can drown his sorrows instead of shouting them around Goliath. How did you manage that?
After a little chat, Orin agreed it was best for the clans to work together.
A little chat, eh? Well, however you managed it, it's a relief. I was worried this would build into something bigger.
Listen, Orn had better pull himself together, or I'll deal with him myself.
Well, I should have had more faith. It seems people do believe in our cause.
Anger was behind the trouble.
Mm-hmm.
He hoped that since the Hammer Clan wasn't being served, that he could lure people to join the Eisen Clan.
You're sure of this?
Orin told me himself.
And it seems I must speak with Ragnar, and we'll find a way to persuade Angram out of such tactics. We have enough trouble with the elves without fighting amongst ourselves.
That's true.
Thank you for your service. Take this for payment, and keep this matter between us.
Funny thing is, you can now follow him, and he would go to Ragnar and tell him about it. It's pretty funny.
Right now, we have to talk.
And your expression tells me this is something serious.
One of my men is accused of causing trouble between the Hammer clan and the Eisen clan.
Yes, I'd heard.
Well, I've investigated, and it seems he was given just cause. He was set up.
Have you spoken to Angram?
Angram was behind it. He hoped by instructing Orin not to serve anyone from the Hammer clan, that he'd lure my people to join the Eisen clan.
That's
He
evil.
wants to play politics at a time like this. When we have Alps pounding at our gate, I will remind our dear friend that the laws put our common cause ahead of clan business. It is good you came to me with this.
Let me know if you need my word added to yours.
I will. We must remember that we are all berserkers first.
Mm-hmm.
And clans second.
You must earn those.
Ragnar the Fierce? Ragnar?
You're married.
Why would I marry someone whose expression is that of thunder over the mountains? That is when he is carrying the weight. Then he is a warlord. I married the man.
Well, she says so.
May the pip-
It's pretty strange that you couldn't really earn any additional pledges so far, because I was always thinking that the Cormac mission was also one of those pledges, but apparently it isn't. And again, we really need to train up Constitution. We'll get it to 25 of the next step, which I think is still not good enough for the armor that we have. 30? No, 25 is enough. Okay, so we can get better armor as well, then we have more resiliency. Let's check the other stuff. Survival. Yeah, armor stuff needs also more Constitution then. We can do both, as a matter of fact. A survival trainer, and for animal trophies we need more intelligence. And intelligence is really not one of my priorities at this point, because we don't really need it. Good either as another Constitution thing, and adventurous intelligence. Cunning is one of those attributes that you really only need for that's the one I need. Wait. That didn't work. That's it. Alright, so the two guys up there, and then we have those two guys down there, and that's where we're going to go now. Because this will give us even more experience, and we really, really need that. In case you wonder, the target objective is my companion that I have with me. Seems to be lacking behind. There he is. I think there was also a troll somewhere here. What I love about environment is those old structures that are broken down. can actually get up there as well, even though I don't think that all of them have something important up there.
Hey, you, what are you doing? You crash around like that, you'll scare off anything you can eat and attract everything that wants to make a meal of you.
I don't know these forests.
That's as plain as a horny troll in your sleeping sack. You'd better learn quick if you want to stay alive. You're scaring away the prey that is my livelihood. It's hard enough bringing in the food I have to, without some big-footed oaf crashing through the forest. Still, seeing as you aren't a natural hunter, maybe you'd like to buy some goods.
You're...
Yeah, this is where I belong. With nature and for nature. I want nothing to do with Goliath.
I can understand
Why
that.
not? Too much talking. Too much bullshit. Out here, peace. But you look like a talker. Is that why you're here? To talk?
a berserker.
The forest is a dangerous place.
Oh yeah, it is.
The berserker who was murdered was called Asgore. Did you know him?
Asgore? That asshole. Yeah, I knew him. I kept out of his way. He kissed Ragnar's ass and treated everyone else like rot boar shit.
Sociable guy, aren't you?
Sociable just means happy to talk shit. I don't talk shit.
When were you left?
I don't know. Not for a year. This is the best area for hunting, and all Goliath cares about is me filling my quota. As long as I send them meat and fur, I can stay out here away from small talk and politics.
Do you...
A bow? Traps? You should always try and kill at a distance. Learn that, and you will live longer.
Nah, getting up
I'm
close
here
and
to
personal,
feed
that's the way
berserkers,
to
not
do
the
it. Oh,
creatures.
thank you for the host, Scotty.
You didn't...
I didn't put myself in a position where I needed to. Little shit won't be missed.
Sounds like you had a grudge.
I think most people are assholes. You only asked me about Asgore. What's with all these questions? Is some asshole trying to pin this on me?
I'm questioning anyone I meet.
No alert.
If you
Yeah, I
want
don't
an
have any
alibi
stream
for
alerts set
me,
up.
you'll have to
Honestly,
go
I never
west
really liked
to
stream
the
alerts for myself.
Raptors.
Is that your only alibi?
I'm a hunter. You want to know where I am? I'm always here in the forest.
What these ruins must have witnessed.
Yeah. Honestly wonder what type of enemies we can take on at this point, but I don't think it's all that much. In general, even later in the game, it's still rather dangerous to go out and just blindly attack certain enemies. Took me a long time till I was strong enough to... Well, just look at that. Took me a long time to get strong enough to kill enemies reliable. And it's really not easy. Wait, cultivator slope. I need that. Whoa. Holy shit. So first things first is to do all the side quests and then get experience, level up, get better equipment, get more money. And then we can actually start fighting some more enemies. Oh ja, ich weiß. Das ist mein lieber PC, der etwas hochdreht. Und das hört man leider. Müssen wir sowieso irgendwann mal ein neues Mikrofon kaufen. Weil tatsächlich mache ich das gerade über mein Headset und das hat einfach kein Noise Cancelling. Irgendwas. Well, that's the deal. The fan noise literally is my fan. Now this is a little bit unfortunate because we came in from the wrong side. This is a really dangerous place here, as you can see. You have those skags, you have rod boars and all of that. We need to walk around because the guy is sleeping right in front of that. Ah, yeah, that's what you mean, yeah, but the problem with that is I never really got the settings just right to activate correctly. What I usually end up with is that it simply wouldn't record anything anymore. Nice. Kill those guys. And there you go, there he is.
Nothing to do?
Oh, what? Who are you? What do you want? Who goes there?
I need to ask you about Elex.
I can't tell you anything about that. Not anything that's not being said already.
Oh
He should
boy.
have kept his head down like me. Ambition only gets you dead. He should have picked this spot and stayed there. Why are you interested in that? Really?
Tell me what you do.
Me? I only know what people are saying. That they thought Ascor had run away, but he hadn't. He'd been murdered somewhere out in the forest.
Yep.
I was out here at the time, on guard duty.
Did anyone see you? Is there anyone who can give you an alibi?
Hilda. She was with me all night. Her and Alda, and Dagny, and Erica, Freya, Garrett, Heggie, Magda. They're the trees over there. They're my girls. Very lonely
Wait, one of his
out
girls
here.
is called Gerd.
So no, I have
Okay.
an alibi.
You look quite strong for somebody who's just standing around all day.
Maybe. And
Did you know?
since we were old enough to crawl, our parents were friends. We grew up like brothers.
Have you been trained?
All berserkers are.
Mm-hmm.
You think I could survive out here if I couldn't use it?
Ascor's body was found near here. Did you see it?
No. I know where he was found. But no, I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't see him. I wouldn't want to remember him like that. My
That's
duties
true.
keep me here most of the time. So I stay looking after my
Oh
girls.
yeah, I can't wait for Grandia 1 Remastered, because I think it's also coming to
Where do you go when
PC.
you do get away?
Oh, that's going to be so great.
Not Goliath, if that's what you
I
mean.
did stream Grandia
I can
1
stay out
on my
here
channel
if
here,
it's
in the
Where?
PlayStation 1 version on my
The
PS3.
lift into the Valley of the Damned. That's a good place to relax. There's quite the view of the valley there.
And I am
It's
so
a
much
good
going to,
place to let your
if
worries
I'm
just
getting able to get my hands on it, I'm going to
How
stream
would
it
you
again.
find it,
Maybe you did it. You knew him. You don't have an alibi.
Well, why would I kill him? He was my friend.
Why should I believe you?
Because it sounds like you're doing something about this. Like you want to find out who did it. You should start with
What?
people who had a problem with him, not his friends.
No, I mean Grandia 2 is already on PC, but...
Your friend...
Well, it wasn't a
So I was
single
thinking that
guy.
Grandia 1 would also come to
Friend.
PC.
Our parents were friends. We basically grew up as brothers. But he was sort of ambitious, and that sometimes...
Made him an ass.
Listen, it doesn't matter. Just forget what I said.
Ambition could give a motive if he got in someone's way.
Well, don't look at me. I'm happy where I am. I don't give a troll's ass about promotion.
So let's see, the next ones are up there, and I think the quickest way to get there is... So remove the marker and get to the Dome City first.
People say we're grace division in nature. Then they put their trust in a thing like that.
Yeah, that thing is rather effective. Oh crap. We definitely can't kill that thing. I mean, I still think you're lying, right? It's not a Switch exclusive, because that would be so... Oh boy, so weird. What the fuck? But Grandia 2 already is available as an HD remaster in the Anniversary Edition for PC, so that's weird.
Hey you, what's new from the south?
You mean it, Dan?
No, I'm talking about the real south, the deserts of Tabar.
That's actually in the east.
The Berserker Asgore.
Asgore? How did that happen?
Were you close to Goliath 3 months ago?
No, I was out in the forest gathering supplies before I traveled out to the World Heart. I've not been close to Goliath for a year. Once I had the supplies, I came straight out to Abessa. Wait, you don't think I was involved, do you?
Did you know Asgore?
Yeah, he was an arrogant asshole. He'd have done anything for promotion. It's his sort that make me want to say this. Fuck the Berserkers.
You don't seem happy as a cultivator. Did you ever...
Man, I would have to be able to read first. You can't exactly climb the career ladder if you can't read. Asgore could. That guy wanted to do everything to get promoted. He hated anyone else who could read, especially if they weren't born in Goliath.
Okay. Well, that's a real shame, because I definitely won't buy a Switch just for Grandia 1, which is a game that I already own and I can still play on my PlayStation.
Do you have...
I don't know. I don't keep a diary. Depends on the day and the orders. Sometimes I was digging shit alone. Sometimes finding supplies alone. Sometimes marching around and building stuff where they told me to. Those days I was with people. I just did whatever they said. I didn't want to be exiled to the valley.
What weapon?
A sword. I hate it. That's another reason I want to join the Outlaws. I've got myself a gun, but I want some real weapons.
I don't think you killed Asgore.
Shit, what?
Nice.
You thought I did that? No way, I wouldn't have risked that, even though he was an asshole.
As you say.
I won't click through the dialogue as well, because he's giving you a couple of other quests that are conflicting with even more quests. And then we have to go to Forgo last. Either way, let's first level that up to 25. Hallelujah. And yeah, that's a little bit unimpressive, isn't it? Like I said, the Berserkers get the fancier stuff. Their armor usually looks much cooler, especially in the beginning. Oh crap. Couple too many enemies down here. Ah, I forgot, I think there was a teleporter back there as well. Now we can go back anyway. Yeah, that's so strange. Why should they do a Switch exclusive release for Grandia 1? That's just so stupid. But I mean, that's the way many things go. A Monster Boy release has been postponed for PC and now for console as well, but the console release still comes first, and then many months later they're going to make the PC release, which I think is pretty weird.
Asgore.
Dead? What the hell happened to him?
He was murdered.
Damn. I knew it. He was just too ambitious.
Yeah, it might be a good console, but still I won't buy an additional console at this point. Really wasn't impressed with the current generation. The Switch was still the most interesting one out of all of those, but then people started to say, oh yeah, they have issues there, and then stuff cracking, and the screen scratching, and stuff like that, and I really wasn't into that.
I don't know.
Besides, it seems like, especially on Amazon, you can't really buy a Switch
But he could.
at normal retail price, just the console.
Maybe he got the wrong person pissed with him. Maybe someone else was as ambitious as him. Yeah, I asked if he could come out here on this assignment, but he stayed back in Goliath so he could take the warriors.
When did you left?
Just over 3 months. Not long before I came out here.
How long?
Just over 3 months. Since then, I've been here, trying to survive in the beautiful highlands of Vanessa. Trying to manage an outpost with too few people and too few supplies.
Yeah, but come on, a year later and...
Yeah. More if we can find that missing supply team. This camp by the World Heart is where I've been, and this is where I'll stay until the warlord...
Yeah, but honestly, the console-exclusive games are not really all that interesting right now. Like the PlayStation 4, for example, people are like, oh, they have such interesting console-exclusive games, and I don't care for 90% of them. And the 10% I do care about, I don't care enough to buy a console.
You must...
Not good enough to hit someone in a dam from here, if that's what you mean.
It's obvious. You did...
Yeah, well, I hope you'll find who did.
I think Ragnar must just have wanted you eliminated from...
He said to question.
Yes, Duras told me.
Duras? Well, he's a man who stands by his duty.
I'm working on it.
Look into whoever might have been a rival for Asgore. That's my advice.
No, let's go out into the wilderness real quick and clarify that with Duras. The weird thing is I usually went into the Valley of the Damned at this point already and repaired the...
I don't think Baron did it. Asgore was his friend. Baron just wants to be left alone. I don't see why he'd murder anyone.
All right.
I don't think there are many PC exclusive titles right these days, to be honest. Except for some indie games maybe.
Frankly,
But all the AAA stuff is coming out pretty much everywhere, unless it's a console exclusive.
it looks like he did. Let's take him off the list for now.
Thorn, and he has witnesses to prove.
Yeah, he's also too skilled a fighter to have left Asgore such a bloody mess.
Baron just... Besides, if he had killed Asgore, he'd have used his bow, not a sword.
Yeah, all Garen wants is to hunt. He'd have no motive for this.
It's not conclusive, but I don't think it was him.
I agree. I don't think it was him either. Let's take him off the list.
Rock wasn't anywhere near Goliath when the murder was committed.
That is
He
true.
didn't like Asgore, but I don't...
And that only leaves us with one guy who could have done
I'd
it.
say he didn't kill Asgore.
I didn't think he would have the opportunity, but Ragnar insisted I look into him. I guess Ragnar was wrong.
You recently became a warrior, didn't you? You and Asgore are both eligible to be paladins.
Yes, but trust me, I'm happier with my job collecting waifs and strays than becoming a paladin and going out to the front lines. I think I'm making more of a difference doing what I'm doing. Asgore, though, was a driven man. Becoming a paladin was all he wanted.
You were right. The
Okay,
investigation
have a nice
was a waste
evening,
of time.
and
Must have been someone outside. who
till
did it.
another day.
All of his suspects are innocent.
It's Ragnar we'll have to convince. He is certain one of them did it. He's not often wrong.
Then who do you think it was?
I don't know.
Then tell Ragnar that.
What about Baron? He didn't have a proper alibi, did he?
There was no...
Then it must be him. The others all have alibis. Baron knew Asgore, but
I thought you said Ragnar only included Baron in case...
Ragnar wants answers. He's insisting the murderer is found. We've questioned everyone, and Baron's the only one without... Do you know where Baron is?
I found him in the forest, but he said he takes time off to give a lift into the Valley of the Damned.
Then we should go there and see what we find. You want me to come?
What do you think will...
Who knows? But we don't have any evidence so far, so it feels like we should check.
All right. I'll search the... What is it on?
We won't know until we find it. Have a look around. Bring me anything you find.
What do you mean?
Bring anything you find to me without disturbing it. Whatever you find.
Then you know what...
No, I'm warning you.
Yeah, do what I
Do
say.
what I say.
Right.
Just trust me. Your life might depend on it. Excellent.
So, now we got that mission down as well. Let's do this. Oh, let's first go back and see if we can find that teleporter, because I don't have any interest in walking back here again. And then at the lift there's another teleporter as well, so we can move more reliably around the world. There's also, I think the logic in Piranha Bytes games is always funny, right? I was wearing like a big armor with lots of padding and everything, and this thing here is giving me more armor protection, this shirt, than the big padded armor I had before. It's just ridiculous. Let's see, the turbo is either back there or here. I think. There it is. Well, where Fiona was. By the way, what's back here? Not much, it seems. Plasma cells, spares. And 2 more graves.
Not now. Not now.
What?
I won't get in now. It's broken.
Okay, that's weird. I never came up here, by the way. I just noticed. Oh, there's a chest. Let's see what we have here. High-tech sunglasses. A scientist's amulet that gives you bookworm and crafting. That's not too shabby. Nice. Feather and raw meat. Something we can make use of. Whoa. Can deal fairly well with the critters by now, but not much else at this point. So let's see. Small camp is actually the closest thing, but I think it's safer to walk from here. Still, I believe they could have made the game a little bit easier by giving you more experience from killing enemies. Because you need so much experience, like 200 experience is nothing, and the enemies that you can defeat in the beginning give you 5 and 10 experience, and once you're able to defeat like the ones that give you several hundred experience points, you need thousands to get further. So that's rather annoying. Ja, anders war's. Didn't you say that you were like soon home about almost an hour ago? I think there's even a dude waiting here, yeah, but I don't have that mission yet and I won't trigger it. I noticed that. Seriously. Oh.
things our world has achieved are now lost to us.
Oh, short letter. Yeah, let's do till the morning, just for the sake of it.
There must have been a lot of civilians living here once.
I'm pretty sure about that. Come on. Torn journal, formal letter, flyer. I think flyers are always the same, as long as they're not numbered. Wait. Magnesium torch. I think that's all there was in this building. It's one of the things that I like about this game. That you have so much stuff to explore. It's just a fact that it's kind of dangerous to do so. Ah, that's what there was a cultivator loaf. Yep, there it is. Oh, holy shit. Nice. Most certainly need all of that.
Hey, you. What do you want? I'm looking for a guy who's supposedly seen in the area recently.
Oh, we'll read it later.
Name is Ray.
Just let me finish the
Wild
mission.
little shitbag. Reckons he's an outlaw. You know him? Ray? Lucky you. Let me know if you meet the little piss streak. I want words with him.
Wait, what the fuck is that? Yeah, that's where we have to go. Ah, come on, let's just do that. And afterwards we will...
Remarkable country.
I found something hidden.
What'd you find?
Here. Do you think this could belong to Baron?
No, that was Ascort's. And now we find it at a place Baron confesses coming to regularly? Huh, I'd say we have some evidence.
Oh yeah, do we?
I solved your case.
You got to the truth. For that, I'll take...
Is that everything you have?
Destruction of a seedling is a matter for a warlord. Your involvement is over.
Uh-huh. So what happens now?
I take this to Ragnar. He'll deal with it from here.
You want to know what I think about the murder?
Very well.
This is
What do
funny.
you think?
Well, I don't think any of the people on the list did it. There's just not the proof. There's only one person associated with Ascor we've not investigated.
You.
You.
Me?
You were a rival to Ascor. You carry a sword. Then you find out Baron goes to where the seedling was found, and suddenly think he's a prime suspect.
You can't think I did it.
I do. It's simple. You murdered Ascor.
What are you talking about? You can't seriously think it was me.
Tell me your alibi.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You spend your time outside, Goliath. And you spend all your time trying to persuade me not to investigate this. Then tell me, or you'll have to tell Ragnar.
Ragnar will see me dead. I'm an outsider, and Ascor was born a berserker. He was known.
Yep.
He was one of Ragnar's favorites.
So you did kill him.
Kill him? Yes. Murdered him? No. I found Asker by the lift one day. He'd managed to kill the seedling he'd been given. He knew that would stop him becoming a paladin. He attacked me.
So why hide that? And why frame Baron?
Baron's been blackmailing me. He found me with Askor's body. He knows I'm an outsider. Who would they believe? Who do you believe? I gave you a chance. Won't you do that for me?
He's not a traitor.
I can see why you did it. I'll keep your secret.
Thank you. You don't know what a weight this has been. I owe the Berserkers. Now I owe them more. I didn't want him dead, but he flipped on me. I don't think it helped that it was me. He couldn't stand the idea that he'd be facing exile while I continued on as a warrior. What property that belongs to the Berserkers? You now know who the murderer
Nice.
is. That's what you needed to discover.
Ragnar wants in. Time for you to step aside and let me finish this.
What do you mean?
I solved the murder. I will get the reward.
Wait a moment.
I could tell Ragnar that murderer wasn't a berserker.
You could also tell him it was me.
You'll have to take that risk.
You don't believe I can let you go to Ragnar after that?
Draw your weapon or trust me.
Then do it. But quickly. The sooner we have it behind us, the better.
Do you...
Two experienced warriors like us, a true warrior carries his weapons with pride.
Yeah, that's the deal. I never figured out what would happen if you actually betrayed Duras, but I also never did, because quite frankly, from all the conversations that you had about this guy, you know that he wasn't all that good of a person anyway.
You are...
Yes. Askor was a trusted and well-liked member.
No, he wasn't.
So it was only right that his murder should be investigated by Duras. Justice will be done. Askor's murderer must face the punishment they deserve. Anything you know would be helpful. What have you learned?
The murderer isn't anyone from Goliath.
How do you know this?
None of the suspects had a clear motive or opportunity. It makes sense that it was an outsider. There is a war on after all.
So why was Askor killed?
For the seedling. I guess it was a simple robbery. Askor refused to hand over the seedling and was killed for it.
So Asker died honorably defending the seedling?
Yep.
I had started to hear grumblings about Askor, but defending a seedling to the death, that is the man I knew. You stand for the law, and you see good men die for it. So we have an answer. There would never be a good result for this tragedy. But knowing that this foul murder was not committed by one of our brothers is as much as I could hope for. I will consider this matter closed. My thanks to you and to Duras for bringing me this closure. You did well to bring this information to me. Here, take this reward as thanks for ending this matter. I am
Nice.
surprised you solved this before Duras.
About my...
My wife, you must do. Earn those pledges.
A brave choice.
Is that everything you have to say?
From a lost sheep to a wolf.
When fate brings us together, you'll see. I could use your help.
You lead, I'll follow. Opportunities are there to be seized. Very good.
So now we got that sorted out. We do have quite a couple of shards, and still no level up. Actually one, I think I should actually train that up, because this is going to give me a little bit more protection. And then we might be able to deal with that one guy we have to deal with, because that guy's just so strong.
If you have taken our laws to heart, then yes. Tell me about...
Oh, sorry.
I visit Jorah. All the captured weaponry from the last album. Bring me one of the Elex. I'll get... Follow the law. Speak to Jorah if you have... No.
Yeah, this is a trick. He's trying to fool you into doing that.
Yeah.
Let's level that up. What I find weird is normally you would actually see how much this gives you. This gives you 5% more protection actually. But for some reason you can't see it anymore. I wonder why they changed that. So, Castle Room west of Ignadon. And this is the guy I need to kill. Karsten.
We're...
Just like that? No doubt gets you.
There's a bit of a sound bug here. You saw this yesterday already. Crap. This guy is not a cleric. He is an outlaw who is dealing with camps, and you need to get rid of him. Yeah, Elex super at best game. I totally agree with you on that one. We're wearing him down just fine. Killing this guy is not easy. Oh, crap. Come on. Die! Ugh. Didn't see that coming. Oh, come on.
I know who you're talking about.
Jesus Christ.
That wasn't great, was it?
I don't care. He's dead. That's all that matters. Whew, it really wasn't easy. It's one of those super tough missions in the beginning, and I never liked that one. I also wonder if you could actually do it in a different way without killing him.
Karsten was an outlaw. He was smuggling Elex into the Horde from here.
Hmm.
He was? Not seeing that doesn't put my leadership in a good light. I didn't exactly keep an eye on him. I was just happy another man had been sent to assist. My negligence could have cost me my head. But you have saved me from that fate. Thank you. From me and from the others you have saved.
Oh, nice. 75 shards. Really?
What is it?
That is a matter for Balder at the Hort. You are the messenger. Your job is to deliver this, not to question its contents.
And you think people should just...
You chose your cause.
Yeah, I
Now,
have.
you must trust those who lead it. But I promise you, I want to see recruits kept alive, not sacrificed for vain causes.
How noble of him.
Yeah.
There's always work that... But I can't go trusting just anyone.
About... How can I get you to trust me?
Trust isn't an easy thing to earn. I'm not sure.
There must be something I can do.
Yeah, I hope
As
so.
a wise man trapped between two raptors, logic alone cannot save you.
Whoa.
Give me something valuable of yours to hold. That will prove you trust us, and give me assurance you mean what you say. If you prove yourself,
Jesus Christ.
I agree.
that demonstrates trust on yours. Very well. Thank you. Here, take the report. Take care of it as if it was your life. Take
Okay.
it straight to Patriarch Balder in Hort. He will know what to do with it. I hope he knows what to do with it.
I wonder what this place was.
And I hope so too, to be honest, because otherwise I'm out of money. And that would be a real shame. Oh, the man is in this building here. Oh, great. Boulder was that guy. Yeah, the Horde does have a tendency to do that, but hey.
Here, the report.
So, they've got you playing messenger.
I ran up expenses on this job. I'll need those paying back.
This job wasn't supposed to involve expenses. But if they were incurred, they should be paid.
Well, that's that. Anyway, let's go back real quick. And let's finish that mission. It's pretty easy sometimes. On some missions you actually can't do anything if you go back, and you won't get anything from doing so, and in some missions you have to, for example, to get your money back or to get a final experience, and the mission will actually count as being done before you do that. Which can be a little bit annoying when the guy you have to go back to is in the middle of nowhere. For this one I think I should at least get my money back.
You have my thanks. Hopefully now they'll understand what's happening with the out. Kalan's thanks are one thing, but I know Elex speaks for him too. And the insurance you gave me.
Well, that's that. Now we have to finish that Elex mission that we had with the Elex trader. But there we have to go back here. Sometimes a bit confusing moving around here. Also can't exactly remember, I think there was also a level cap for joining the factions. And I don't think it was level 7, I think it was like level 10 or something like that. There you go.
About the chem smuggling is over.
And so, who was behind this?
An outlaw. Karsten was behind everything. But you don't need to worry about him.
He's dead. Then Kalan has seen.
Why is Duras not liking this?
How was an outlaw able to do business inside the Hort?
He infiltrated the outpost. People thought he was a cleric, so he was able to continue his business in secret.
Well, that's gonna take some further discussion with the legates. Can't let anyone else get in the same way. Thank you for your help. But, very well. Let's say this matter is closed. And I will tell the necessary authorities the service you've done for me.
Thank you very much for that. Combat 20, how are you supposed to get that?
Thanks.
I thank you. That will be all.
That wasn't so good.
Why not? It worked out. Yeah, but Combat 20, come on. That's like leveling up everything. You can't do that. What are those white dots?
If you wanted to know if the clerics could...
I must speak. You accuse Siegfried, but it seems Siegfried can't have been responsible for that deal.
Damn it.
Since you didn't manage to find the chem dealers, don't expect any sort of reward. But since you were able to find the men behind the Elex dealing with Dietrich, I will turn a blind eye, and I will give you the chance to join us. To
Hallelujah.
become a cleric as an acolyte. Come back to me when you have decided to dedicate your life to Kalan. You would. That matter with Dietrich was good work. Finding the men behind the chem dealing was the highest priority. But that aside, you've proved you are ready to act in Kalan's name. And we need to add more good men into our ranks. If you are ready, I will name you an acolyte of the clerics. But remember, devoting yourself to Kalan is a life choice. You must turn your back on the other.
Yes, I totally want to.
Yes. So be it. The clerics have stood against all those who would see our world, our civilization, swept away. From the day the comet hit our planet, we have been the guardians of technology. We have preserved and developed...
Yeah, I might have missed out on some missions now, but that's fine.
And we have done all of this in the service of Kalan. Kalan, whose wisdom guides us all. Today, we welcome a new member into our community. He was a wanderer without a hope. He was an outcast and searching for purpose. But his path is clear now. He will master his new duties, firm in his faith in Kalan and with great courage. Yes, we are few, but our numbers will soon increase. Do not waver. As long as good people join with us, like this one here, there is good reason to hope. Now go and make us proud. Spread confidence and salvation. Cleric of Ignadon. Cleric of Ignadon.
Special cleric skills. I think it doesn't really matter which one you pick. Let's pick the Psy Amplifier.
What are the duties of a cleric acolyte?
As an acolyte, you are to work for the community and prove your faith to Kalan. Those who prove worth will find themselves promoted to legate. To do that, you must prove loyal and able.
Where should I begin my initiation?
Every cleric must learn the skill of suggestion. You should report to Boulder. Kalan's blessing has made him our most able suggester. You must also undertake a pilgrimage to prove your faith to Kalan. Again, Boulder can take you through what is required of you, and Martha will give you a task that will show your humble dedication to all who serve Kalan. I will offer Kalan words, so he will support you in your quest to become a true acolyte.
Nice. Anyway, now we have Psy Amplifier. What this does is black hole. It creates a black hole that sucks in all living beings. UP blast. And this is pretty much the equivalent to the magic of the Berserkers. However, the magic the Berserkers have is much more versatile than the stuff the clerics get. And that's why I never really agree when people say, yeah, the clerics are somehow overpowered or stronger than the other factions. Simply not true.
It seems you decided to become a cleric. Well, it is good to see new believers in our ranks. I assume Judicator Reinhold sent you to me?
Yes.
Then he must have told you that every acolyte is required to learn the basics of suggestion. And I will teach you, once you are ready to learn. But first you must complete your pilgrimage. That is something required of all new initiates.
What must...
It is a trial of dedication. You must visit each of the 4 shrines along the path that traverses Ignadon. And at each one, you will face a test from Kalan. Once you have completed these tests, return here. Then, I and Kalan will find you worthy of the next step in your enlightenment.
Where can I find the shrine?
The shrines are found along the wayside of the old roads and paths. The first shrine is found directly outside the entrance to Hort. From there, you have to head northwest. You will find the second shrine on the right side of the road. And from there, head south to the 3rd shrine. When you have reached the 3rd of the shrines, you are almost done. You only have to head east in order to complete the circle of your pilgrimage. Good luck.
Can you...
I can try. Well,
Okay, he has the clerk skills, and I think the funny thing is, in the past, like before the last updates, you actually had to learn the clerk skill by yourself at first. If I remember correctly, at least. And then you had to get into... Okay, so for suggestion I need intelligence and cunning. Oh, Jesus Christ, 30 and 30. This could be problematic, because I think we just got 2 level ups, but we only have 20 attribute points, so we can get this thing up to 30 and this to 15. And you can already see where the problem goes, because we still don't have good equipment, right? We have like a whole crappy little sword here, and
You do know why that is right.
that's not going to cut it on the long run. Anyway, this guy's going to sell us better stuff now.
right you are. I'll show you.
I do have an acolyte armor already though, so let's see. So the miner shirt now. This acolyte armor is really much better. Okay, get rid of that, and let's look at the other stuff. We did kill a couple of monsters, so we do have claws that we can sell. We have feather, teeth and bone. Nice. And does give us a little bit more armor, but what I wonder about is, wasn't there a two-handed sword with them as well? Let me look this up. Because there's another guy who's going to sell stuff. He might be selling what I'm looking for. Also, I still have to do her quest back there. I think it's still active. Well, if you activate that, you have to kill a fighting robot, and that's not all that easy. What does he have? Okay. No, there is Kalan's hammer, which can do that. We do need a lot more strength for just a little bit more oomph. This is pretty strange. I think I will look this up later and just get myself a better helmet now.
Well, the Hort's defenses have never been breached.
And I have to admit, the miner helmet does look pretty cool with that armor.
I need the code. It's as simple as that.
Seeing that production facility? Well, you have to admit we're lucky the clerics can't produce more.
And proper pants as well. Acolyte pants. Oh, 1,200, but they're also giving me more than the helmets, so I think I go for them now. Doesn't look too shabby. Let's look at the missions. There should be a lot less missions here. Yeah, we could still do all of that stuff. And of course, Acolyte's Pilgrimage. I believe in order to pray you need to leave a couple of shards. Yeah, right, the next one is right in front of us. Oh crap. I always like how your teammate is completely ignoring the enemies. It's like, oh yeah, a couple of rippers coming at you. Oh, I don't care. Because we definitely can't beat those guys on our level. Ah, there's the shrine. And some enemies to come with it. Holy shit! That's what I call it, that acolyte.
So, you've joined a faction. Joining the clerics was an interesting decision, but, well, that's a... Two experienced warriors like us?
Do you think we...
Two experienced... You really messed up there.
I suppose he's still admiring me, so that's that.
Old world resources. with so much stuff they could even build a palace for shit.
Is that what this place is?
They cleaned water here. Turned it from dirty to fresh. Can you imagine that?
Have a safe...
Okay. Practically joined those guys.
What these ruins must have witnessed.
There you go. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Give me the Elex that you're carrying.
I've already given you
Don't bullshit me. Give me what you're hiding.
I'm not hiding anything. Really. You have everything.
Piss off. But if you wanna fight...
You fucking bastard.
Ouch. Oh. They really put out the guns. Where was Duras? For Christ's sake. That's the one thing they never fix in this game, that your partners are so useless.
Give me the Elex that you're...
I've already given you everything.
Don't bullshit me. Give me what you're hiding.
I'm not hiding anything. Really. You have everything I own.
But if you wanna fight...
I'll get you!
Wait, what the fuck? Now he's attacking me. And this is another thing they never fix. It's like... all attacks in this game have a range. And that means you can attack friendly people. And then they're going to be angry and they're going to kill you.
Give me the Elex that you're...
I've already given you everything.
Don't bullshit me. Give me what you're hiding.
I'm not hiding anything. Really. You have everything I own.
But if you wanna fight...
I'll get you!
Really? Fuck.
Let's go.
Oh, come on, really? I think I'm just going to leave them there. This is so annoying. Let him just kill the dude.
Give me the Elex that you're carrying. Don't bullshit me. Give me what you're hiding.
I'm not hiding anything. Really. You have everything I own.
Seriously. I always wonder why they put stuff like this up there, because it's like I said, it's almost impossible to save the guy. And then when I managed to do it, he was attacking me because I accidentally attacked him. And that's something I think they should really patch that out. Yes, he's not a story important character or anything, because those guys will not attack you back or anything like that. But for Christ's sake, why does it always have to be like this? So another thing I wonder about is, how is my... it's only halfway through. No tank. I don't think anyone wonders at this point why the clerics have problems with their staff. Right, sending it out to one of the most dangerous things you could ever do without the correct equipment. Letting them waste important money. So I think I've now done all the shrines, and now I have to go back to the dude. And once I'm back there, then I can try to learn suggestion, which I still don't have the skill for.
You have completed the 4 tests and shown devotion.
I have.
Then Kalan accepts you. Now, you must learn the art of suggestion if you are to advance. I can...
Right, so we need 30 intelligence and 30 cunning. And that's the weird thing that I always hate about this. You are never ever going to use intelligence or cunning for anything useful. Right. But you do need, for example, high-tech weaponsmith. That's something very important. Yeah, battery, okay. Psi. Removes all status effects. Power shield. Increases your armor. So let's see what we can do. And that's the annoying thing, I still need 2 level ups, 2 full level ups to just to do this stuff. Right, so we got that, and now we have cunning. This won't be easy. I mean, there are some quests that we can still do, but some of them are even more difficult than killing those reavers, and like I said, we still not really up to the task. So let's see if good old guy over here has the stuff we need. New quest or something.
About... I have returned.
Then you honored Kalan. All acolytes must show their devotion, and it is good that you learn more of this land, Ignadan. But you still have to prove to me that you have mastered the skill of suggestion. Come back to me when you have mastered this skill.
No boy. The problem is later in the game you will also get stuff like Elex strings that will allow you to... Wait, I actually have one small Elex string I'm going to use. Wait. What the fuck? Ah, right, the small Elex strings only gives you... Ah, forgot about that. The small Elex string only gives you experience, and normal one gives you attribute points, and the big Elex string gives you skill points so that you can level up your skills. Either way, I think I'm going to leave it at that for today. I'm streaming for 2 hours, I think that's okay. Managed to join a faction, we lost a couple of quests that we could have done, but I think overall we can be happy with our progress. And then we can just continue doing the quests that we still have, because there are quite a lot. Alright, namely the locked out and UID one is the one I want to do. And then we have all of this other stuff here. Question of Faith is a quest that you can't really do, or at least the follow-up quest to that is a quest that you can't really do all that well. New skill of suggestion. Pilgrimage, which I've done. I must report to Marta, who will give me instruction how I can make myself useful for the clerics. Yeah, that's something we can do as well. And then we can try to get all of that as well. Yep. Okay. So anyway, that's it for this evening. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope to see you next time. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow as well, but maybe 2 more hours tomorrow would be fine, and we can continue with the quests. So good evening and bye bye.